Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. Today I'm going to invert the way I do it. Usually I tell a story on Thursday right away and then give my little Dharma rant, but today I'm going to do the Dharma rant first, short and sweet, and then tell the story, one of my favorite I haven't shared for a really long time, especially for the newbies here. So first, my friends, with the disconfirming affirmations. Disappointment? Well, that's what you get for expecting things. Ooh. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. All right, so for my journal writing friends, psychological questions, get the juices flowing. Where in your life do you feed on your own anger or on others' anger? There's a lot of things out there to get us pissed off on, but if you get angry about that, how does it affect you, especially if you don't know the difference between righteous anger and self-righteous anger? So don't feed on other people's anger. You've got to withdraw your attention, put it into something else that's more worthy of your being able to witness and make constructive change. All right. When you practice yoga, the word itself means union, but wholeness cannot be explained. We try. It can only be experienced. So my teacher defines yoga as action-oriented, intellectual, emotional, and spiritual development. There's stuff that you do and you culture yourself and you mature and you ripen in certain kind of wisdom and insight and certainly compassion and empathy. So you end up realizing that you are your own attention. I am attention directing the situation. Realize what power you have to do that. So the evolution of your own understanding and the demonstration of it is the reason for your being. The evolution of your own understanding and the demonstration of it is the reason for your being. So get to it. And I always discuss the various kinds of life crises that seem to be the modern day initiations, but remember the ancient people also understood that the passage of time was something else that you have to ritualize. New Year, winter and spring equinox, solstice, fall equinox, spring equinox, summer and winter solstice, the passages of the seasons and how that affects you. Ritualize that. Pay attention to how we all shift around, do spring cleaning, plant flowers, get ready for the garden and so forth. All of that has to do with rites of passage. Don't forget to watch the seasons as part of your ritual initiations as well. Now, I'm a big believer about committing, honoring vows, bonding yourself to people, and seeing through to the end whatever you begin. That means you got to take responsibility for fulfilling your end of any bargain that you make. That's what creates trust. That's what creates integrity. So, first step, no matter where I go, no matter what I do, no matter who I'm with, I prime my brain to always look for the good. I generate the good, I accept the good, I share the good. Now, do you have to discipline yourself? Absolutely, but people use the word discipline like it's a burden. You don't pay the price for discipline. You enjoy the benefits of the time and effort that you invest in disciplining yourself. So develop your skills, have a training regimen as if you were a champion or Olympian. Don't let it go. Don't farm it out. Don't think that somebody else ought to do this for you. And I hope that we all can learn to recognize our own failures intelligently, which is the first step to building success, based on realizing that doesn't work. And so the way I'm going to solve problems is I'm going to rise in consciousness. All right, so with that, once upon a time there was a poor woodcutter. How poor was he? Oh, he was so poor if he didn't work that way, he didn't have any money to buy even a cup of rice for his family. But it wasn't like he was lazy. It was just that he came from a village where everybody were woodcutters. So, what can I say? When supply exceeds demand, your work is not worth much. But he loved his family, he went out every day, and even though his father was a woodcutter, his grandfather was a woodcutter, and so forth, that was his trade. So he did that. Anyway, in the Indian tradition, there's a circulating story that if you happen to pass by a wandering holy person, a sadhu, and you recognize what's happening, you bow down and get their blessing. because perhaps they have developed what's called voxity. Anything they say comes out of their mouth, it becomes true, like from your mouth to God's ears. And on this one occasion, when he was out walking in the woods, he realized he passed by the sadhu, so he bowed down immediately to get the blessing, and the sadhu raised a hand over his head and said, "Go forward, my child, go forward," and walked away. And the guy looked up, "Go forward? I wait my whole life to potentially get a blessing like this, and does he teach me a mantra? Does he initiate me into some sacred law? Does he tell me some practice to do that I might experience the one? No, instead he gives me MapQuest. Go forward." That's my lot in life. So he's muttering to himself, and he walks to the forest where he usually does his work, and he's about to raise his axe to hit, and he hears the voice of the sadhu. "Go forward, my child, go forward." And in one of those moments he says, what the hey-ho, why not? So he sheathes his axe, he walks into the woods a little further, and all of a sudden he comes across a grove of maple trees. Really interesting, because the branches are known for fabulous kindling, and nobody has seen this in the market for such a long time. He says, oh boy. So he cuts it down, brings it into the market. Everybody's abuzz, but he doesn't say where he got it. And now for the first time in months, he has a decent meal for his family. Well, being a master of the forest, the next day he goes back. He knows where the maple tree forest is. He goes in, he raises his axe. He hears the voice of the sadhu. "Go forward, my child, go forward." And immediately he starts to make his defense. "I went forward and I got the All right, fine. Sheathes his axe, walks further into the forest. Eucalyptus. Not only is the tree bark great for fire, but the leaves are used medicinally in Ayurveda. A twofer. So he goes in, sells the leaves to the pharmacy, sells the wood, everybody's abuzz. He doesn't tell him what's happening. And now he not only has a good meal, he has some surplus. Well, third day, what I do? I'd go back to that place. He goes there, he raises his axe to hit the tree. He hears the voice of the sadhu. "Go forward, my friend." Well, he's not stupid, because to be enlightened, you don't have to be literate, you don't have to read, you don't have to write. Probably even better if you don't think. He doesn't waste a nanosecond of time. He sheathes the axe, he walks further into the forest, lignum vitae, the hardest wood in the world, and now he realizes it's a grove. He's on the verge of becoming a prosperous woodcutter. But these blessings multiply, so he doesn't stop there. And in succeeding days, he goes further in, discovers a silver mine, then a gold mine, then a diamond mine, till he's become as rich as Kubera, the Lord of Wealth himself. Simple moral of the story: have a great day, and never forget to go forward.